Welcome back, viewers, to FM2023, the beta save. Now with Nottingham Forest, our third club in the save cut, sacked by Manchester United. We went to Wigan, we left them at the end of the season to take over Nottingham Forest. We have 3 episodes left of this one, so it's going to be a video today. I know I said I wasn't going to do them on Thursdays, but we'll have one today. We're going to have one tomorrow, which is going to be sort of, end transfer window towards the end of the season, and then Monday with the final one, the end of the season. We'll see if we can get back promoted. I know it's been short and sweet, but once that full game releases, we want to crack on with Buxton FC, see if we can take them to Champions League glory. Yeah, so that's going to be very, very exciting. It's one of my localish teams. They're about 45 minutes away, 45 minutes to an hour. There is a closer team in National League North, but Buxton, first year in the National League North, I thought it was going to be a fantastic challenge. So that's what we're going to go with, the full game save. And yeah, it's maybe a bit different from what we've seen on the channel so far, sticking with one team, trying to build them up unless we get sacked again. We won't talk about that though. So if you are looking forward to that, please do subscribe to the channel because it's going to help you find the videos a lot easier. Now, since we were here after that wonderful start of the season, the 4-3 over Wigan and the 4-1 over Burnley, we scored 2 goals against Cardiff, but it was a draw. 2 from Emmanuel Dennis. Both of them equalisers. Ruben Colwyn putting them ahead with a penalty. Callum Robson putting them 2-1 up. And Dennis rescuing a point. Before we played Plymouth in the Carabao Cup, we beat them 5-0. 4 from Joe Gilhart, 1 from Brendan Johnson. Sid Aurier sent off as well. And then another 2-2 draw in the league. Awoniyi and Dennis scoring this time. This time QPR getting 2 equalisers through Chris Willock and Lau Taylor. Another victory over Plymouth in the league, 5-2 this time. They did get 2 goals. Worrell, Johnson, 2 from Awoniyi and 1 from Scarpa. Hanson Arrowan scoring for Plymouth and Sonny Bradley as well. And then we lost our first game of the season, 3-2 against Preston. It was Dennis and Lingard scoring for us. Brendan Whiteman put them ahead in the first minute. Lingard equalising the second time after Brady scored. And then a 91st minute winner from Jorge Cabillas, giving Preston all 3 points. But we bounced back in style, beating Huddersfield 5-1, a 1-year hat-trick. Lingard and McKenna scoring in this game. Luke Plange getting the goal for Huddersfield. We then crashed out of the Carabao Cup 2-1. Scarpa scoring for us, but 2 from Matthew Hopp, putting Middlesbrough through. Of course, the team that we applied for back in the summer, we had an interview for, and then Forest came in, so we went with them. And then we've been unbeaten in the league since. 2-1 over Lincoln. 1-year and Gibbs White scoring. 1-year also scoring a hat-trick in a 5-0 victory over Bournemouth. Worrell and Bowler also scoring. And then a 1-year, you can see this run he's been in. Incredible form for him, scoring alongside Brendan Johnson and Jesse Lingard in a 3-1 victory over Birmingham. A goal and an own goal in the 2-2 draw with Blackburn. McKenna also sent off for us in this one. We were 2-0 up. Alfred Devine and a 90th minute equaliser from Mark Andy gave Blackburn a point. 3-1 over Swansea, 2 from a 1-year, 1 from Dennis. 1-1 against Sheffield Wednesday, a 1-year once again scoring. Stefan Bajcetic scoring for Sheffield Wednesday. Joe Hugill also missing a penalty for Sheffield Wednesday. And then 2-2 over Hull, a 1-year, and Morgan Gibbs White for us in this one. Being 2-0 down, we get a point out of that as well. You can see now this is what, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 league games in a row a 1-year has scored in. Can he continue that against Leicester and Millwall? In today's episode, we're currently sat in second place in the league, 3 points behind Bournemouth. Leicester with 2 points behind us with a game in hand, so a victory here will be absolutely crucial. You can look at this season of 1-year, having 21 goals in 14 games so far. He's 12 clear of the second highest scorer in the league, and this is why I was so desperate to keep him this season. And he does start up top with Gilhart, Johnson and Dennis behind him. Gustavo Scarpa and Freuler in midfield. Richards, Worrell, McKenna, Williams and Pope complete the lineup. Coyote is out injured. He's fractured his lower arm. And Lingard also out injured with torn knee ligaments. It's a huge blow as well. But that's one of the reasons why we brought Gilhart in, to give us that, that cover in case one of these front players did get injured. And yeah, he's going to have to show we made the right choice bringing him in. Rafa Benitez is in charge of Leicester, and here we go for this away game at the King Power. Crucial game potentially come the end of the season for automatic promotion places. Scarpa clears downfield. Freuler to Richards, who has still been pretty dominant this season. He gets it back off Gilhart. Worrell to McKenna. Scarpa dispossessed, and now Vardy's on the ball, and Orsic has space. Shots deflected, and Pope claims easily. Bit of a weird highlight, that one. There was no real, clear-cut chance, but we don't mind too much because we didn't concede, so bonus. Bournemouth, I don't know who they're currently playing. I think they might have actually played the day before or in the early kickoff. I should have looked, really. So I know we did have a game in hand on them. I don't think we have played. Richards to Worrell. Scarpa. Looks forward for Gerhardt, but he doesn't get there. Castagna takes his time, brings it down. Blanco clears downfield. Wall should pick that up and does. Nico Williams now. Switches play to Richards, who looks to bring it forward and plays one over the top for Awoniyi. And you back him to score every time, but Ruben Blanco saves and holds this time around. Blanco now with the goal kick. Worrell wins that header. Dennis can't win the ball. Orsic goes all the way back to his goalkeeper. Blanco clears downfield. Gerhardt over the top for Awoniyi. Can he score this time? He's taking it wide. It's another good save from Blanco. It's 2-0 to Blanco in terms of denying Awoniyi. Switch play for Dennis. Brings it down, and he's not going to save that one. The flag is up. It is offside. I don't know who was offside in that move. Was it Dennis? It was Dennis. Just went a bit too early then. Can we pinch the ball off Leicester here? They look over the top, and Orsic is in, and Orsic fires a well wide. Poor effort, really. He should have at least got a shot on target then. Let's just shout and encourage. Orsic with the free kick towards the back post, and Pope saves. Tielemans to Orsic. I'm surprised he kept Tielemans, to be honest. We got Evans to Meyer, and off the bar and out for a goal kick. So we've done the encourage. That's motivated them a little bit. A couple of players struggling for fitness a tiny bit. And a corner to defend here from Leicester, and indeed he has the goal. It's his third goal of the season, and it was a simple goal, really. It's that corner to the near post, and the header home for 1-0. That is a little bit disappointing, but deserved, really. Leicester have been the better team so far. Orsic to Evans, Thomas. Let's bring it down this near side. Dennis dives in, doesn't win the ball, and Dennis has gone down injured as well, and now Freuler's given away a penalty. Vardy steps up, scores. It's 2-0. And for a second game in a row, we're going to have to try and come from 2 goals down. Pope does go the right way, but can't save. It's a good penalty. Dennis has a bruised knee. He can stay on the pitch with a bruised knee. What's he rolling around for on the floor with a bruised knee? Here is Dennis. Man over to his left-hand side if he can find him. Instead he shoots from range. Poor decision making from him there. He had plenty of passes on. Maybe that bruised knee is affecting his head. Who knows? Half time with 2-0 down. And we are going to be thrashing our arms and telling them this is terrible so far. See if that can boost him for the second half. I don't want to make any changes at the moment. Dennis now has the injury indicator, so maybe we will have to take him off shortly. Over bruised knee. Blanco looks downfield, and Orsic is somehow in behind here, and Orsic makes it 3-0. And where did our defence go then? Absolutely caught sleeping. Started his second half, and we are berating the team now because this is absolutely embarrassing defensively. Everyone steps up, but nobody tracks a run, and Orsic just gets in behind. It's a good finish from him, and it's 3-0, and we are in big trouble here. We are going to make changes now. Dennis is coming off for Morgan Gibbs-White. Nico Williams is on a booking, but he has been one of our best players. But we are going to take him off for Aurier. Freuler is going to come off for Mangala. And I don't want to take Awoniyi off because I know what he can do. That's the thing. He's not having a great game, but I know what he can do. As Maya fires straight into Pope's hands, who rolls it out for McKenna. Aurier into defeating Morgan Gibbs White. The two substitutes combining there. Now to Mongala. McKenna. Scarpa, can he find one of the moments of magic? It's a good ball for Gibbs White, who brings it down. Aurier, Johnson, Aurier. Why is nobody shooting? We're going to go attacking. I want to fire them up, but I don't think we can leave it any longer. I think we are going to have to make more changes. Awoniyi is going to swap with Girlhart. Bowler is going to come on for him. Scarpa's going to go into the AMC role. And Johnson's going to come off for Lewis O'Brien. That's going to be all 5 changes made. Let's go very attacking. I want to demand more. But I think it's going to be too late. Bournemouth actually playing at the moment as well. They're 2-1 up against Reading. So we're going to drop into 3rd place and be 6 points behind Bournemouth. This is going to be a crucial result come the end of the season. This is poor. We've had chances. We really have chances. The one you taking one of them in that first half, we would have had the lead and probably gone on to build from that. Here's Richards. Pulls wide, and that sort of sums up the game for us. Nothing really has gone right. What is our defence doing? Goal kick from Blanco, just pumped down the middle. Where is our defence? McKenna doesn't win the header. Daka puts inside. To be fair, Daka scores an absolute hurl of a goal. But it's 4-0 to Leicester. And that water bottle might be going back out for the first time this season. 4-0 to Leicester. And I'll be honest, I thought we were title contenders before that game, but that has changed quite a few things, and we need to bounce back immediately against Millwall. He's out for 3 days with a bruised knee. That is embarrassing that he's even struggling with that personally, but yeah, Millwall up next. Millwall is up next, so we've got Pope in goal, Williams, Worrell, Bowley and Aurier as the back four. Odger and Frawley are in midfield. Johnson, Gibbs White, Gilhart behind Awoniyi. Games are coming thick and fast. We're having to rotate a little bit, keep players fresh as well. And that last game, some of the players needed a bit of a shake-up. Get into the head that we won't accept performances like that. You can see there Millwall's lineup managed by Gary Rowett. And yeah, we need to see a much better performance, as we just told them. Send them on out. We are at home in this one as well. Millwall in 8th place at the moment, only out of the playoffs on goal difference, 5 points behind us. So it's going to be a tough game as the cross comes in. Odger can't get there. Now Bennett looks to bring it forward. Odger wins the ball back. Cooper to Hughes. Gibbs White nicks it off him. Gibbs White slams home his 3rd goal of the season. It's 1-0 after 8 minutes. I'm just not stuttering as well, so apologies as well in that first part of the episode. I noticed it was stuttering a little bit, and we've restarted the computer between games, so hopefully that's going to improve things. Maybe that's played on the defender's mind, you know. He was in good frame of mind. We've restarted the computer, that's messed with his head. You can see him holding his head. That's what's happened. We've messed with his head. Psychologically, we're in there. 1-0. Bournemouth are playing Birmingham at the moment. I don't know who Leicester are playing. Bowley to Freuler. Dispossessed by George Evans. Aurier wins it by Gibbs White, who looked energetic so far. 1-0 for Johnson. That's a great ball. Johnson, that's a good save by the goalkeeper, because I thought Johnson was slotting that through his legs there. That's a great save. Gibbs White with the corner ball. Header clear. Freuler going to hit one of these, dispossessed. Gibbs White once again. Bowley. That's the end of that highlight. Leicester are currently playing West Bromwich Albion, who are struggling down in 16th at the moment. Birmingham down in 19th as well. Bournemouth do have the lead, and Leicester must have the lead as well. Maybe not, because we have gone above them. Williams with a throw in. Bennett looks to brings it forward for Millwall. Volksamer blazes over. Probably should have scored. There. We're going to drop to balanced. Leicester were in the lead, but now West Brom have pulled one back. Birmingham are drawing because they briefly went above us as well. Pope's going to let that run through. Just take a touch, find Worrell. Williams has space to run into and plays a ball in behind for Johnson to a 1-year. He should have scored, and that's a couple of chances down these past couple of games. Tyler 1-year's missed. I mean, we've praised him. Maybe it's gone to his head. Gibbs White with the corner in is poor once again. Evans. Aurier brings him down and he's going to get booked. Half time, it's 1-0. I want him to not get complacent out there. We're going to ask him to just, keep switched on. Keep pushing forward. Try and, make our mark. Really go and seal this game. And here is Aurier to Freuler. In for a 1-year. Poor pass. He was looking for Williams, but Johnson wins it back. Brendan Johnson chips one towards Williams. The back post shot is blocked, and the second shot flicks off a Bidwell, but does find the back of the net. It's Nico Williams' first ever Forest goal as well. It was his second attempt. It was a good block initially. You'll see a better from behind the goal here. The cross was chipped up towards him. One touch, and it was a good block, but falls straight back to him. Bidwell tries to block once again, but can't get enough on it to deflect over the bar. It's 2-0, and now it's a bit more comfortable as well. 1-year has a bruised thigh. I don't think we need to take him off of that either, do we? Bournemouth are 2-0 up now. Cooper looks forward. Williams heads clear. Worrell to Johnson. Gibbs White. Freuler to a 1-year for Johnson for 3-0. And that should seal this game off. It's 3-0. It's comfortable. It's probably hasn't been deserved on Millwall 3-0. But we don't care that much, do we? A 1-year with the assist this time. 3 for Johnson. Fires past the keeper. 3-0 on the hour mark. And we're looking at tight offside. We're not, because we're going to go make some changes here. Let's open that tactics page up. Gelhardt is going to go up top. Gibbs White to that left hand side. And we're going to bring on a holding midfielder here, actually. Archer's going to go back there, and on comes Scarpa. A couple of tweaks in positions there. Worrell is not going to go off because we don't have a centre back on the bench because they're all injured. Yeah. We might actually take Freuler off for O'Brien. Let's take Aurier because he's on that booking for Larea. And leave it at that, I think. So just trying to be a bit more solid defensively. Yes, Millwall haven't had a shot on target at the moment. Nico Williams has a knock, so we will look at taking him off. Larea cleared out. Bowley picks it up now. Switches play for Williams. Chips one forward for Johnson, who somehow finds the back of the net. I thought that'd gone wide. I really did think that had gone wide. It's 4-0. It was weird, that one. Very weird. Williams chips it forward here for Johnson. Tight angle. And it hits the keeper. That's why it looked weird. Hits the keeper and goes in. Probably should be an own goal, but it's counted as Johnson's goal. Williams now switching with Larea, and Richards comes on at left back. I'm going to move Odger to centre back. It's going to be a big ask for him, but bring on Magala in that holding midfield role as well. See if we can see this game out. Honeyman with the corner. And so much for keeping a clean sheet, because once again we cannot defend set pieces. I don't get it. How can we be so poor at defending set pieces? Leicester are 2-1 down as well at the moment. Final few minutes game, that was Millwall's only shot on target, and we conceded it, which is very, very annoying. But ignore that. It's a great game. It's a good game to bounce back on. Shame we couldn't keep that clean sheet, but we need to sort out set pieces without a doubt. But for now, let's enjoy that win. We're going to enjoy the win for a day, and we are going to come back in the next episode for... wanted to do Bournemouth, but I want to come back after the transfer window. So maybe we do Leicester again. Leicester and Sheffield Wednesday. Maybe we do Huddersfield and Sheffield Wednesday. At the moment, the two worst teams in the league. And just go and have some fun. We'll see. We'll come back sort of February, March time. Maybe end of January. We'll see what happens with the FA Cup as well. But that's where we'll come back in tomorrow's episode. And like I say, on Monday, we'll finish the season off. And get ready for Buxton. So thanks very much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.